He's making it to the piggy fart. He's being so cute. All right. So, hi, Bobby. Aren't you loving on me, Daddy? I don't care about that camera. He said, well, aren't you loving on me, Daddy? Um, I don't even know where to begin. Because like I said, there's a lot to take. So much goes through my mind because I've obviously did a lot of television watching throughout my life and using different remotes and different things and whatnot. So it's like you've seen the progression. Oh, back in the day, I mean, all the limitations were frustrating, and feeling like, oh, if I wanted to watch this and this, I had to record this in another room and watch this in the other room and hope it's um, remotes were more fun and cooler. We like the feel and the click of them more, and there's a lot to them, and they didn't really need to be. Some were simple, just up and down, but some, oh man, they just felt like cooler in your hand too. Today they're so simple and easy and little and tiny, you know, because we understand. Oh, we can control a screen now. It's like all this different stuff. But the big one, I probably pulled from this note was how I developed the the commercials bits. Probably no, the commercials bit was the commercials bits. I don't know what I was thinking exactly when I wrote that note. Then remotes and TV, older and modern frustrations. I was probably like really caught into thinking of some stuff and some differences, and I didn't write them down and think about all of them, or I thought about all of them but didn't write them down. Um, um, because I do know I don't like how jarring commercials are these days and whatnot. Um, and there's just so many options. Before it was like there was like, okay, I can keep up with this, and then it's just like I can't keep up with all this, and it's just more and more and more and more. It's just like the level of content out there is just insane. It's just like just watch what you like and enjoy what you like, because that's really all you can do. Like maybe try to broaden your horizons and like check out as many different things in the entertainment world as you can to understand and different perspectives and whatnot. But it's impossible. I mean, unless there'd be a way to like download every fucking movie and video in your head, there's just no way to watch it all in multiple lifetimes. It's just there's just so much shit now. It went from you know what I mean, just the expansion. I mean, there's people doing exactly what I'm doing right now. Just millions of fucking people all doing this all at the same time. It's just constantly making shit. It's just from just a camera to a few people with a camera to figuring and developing out how cameras work, and then this one or two. A few countries can make a couple motion pictures, and it just the multiplication of it is just insane. Um, put times with Mario in here, and this one I put in pretty recently because I was like going through my notes and stuff, and I was like, did I ever mention him in any of my notes before? Because I can't remember if I did or not on any of my bits or my shows and hear anything, but I remember talking to I talked to other audience members and stuff, and I talked to them about this and that and whatever. I'm like, oh my god, you gotta talk about that. Oh my god, that's a crazy fucking story. And like when I'm sitting here and like just talking, I can't really think about it unless like I don't know, like I get myself into the conversation that would lead me to those conversations and thoughts that I would have to tell those stories. What? Um, cause I can't remember what it was exactly that cracked him up that I was telling about him. But anyways, um, But yeah, there was a period of time, you know, preteen to teen, um, probably like 11, you know what I mean, to 13, 14 or so. Um, hung out with 10, maybe even 11 or so, I think, though. I hung out with this guy, big Puerto Rican guy named Mario. I won't say the whole name, but it was cool. You know, he was like the first guy, not the first guy that I went fishing with, but first guy I shot a gun with. First guy, he would take me fishing and stuff, and do that type of stuff with me, and like, we go to the beach and stuff, and we did fun things and da da da. And he had a hot tub, and he had, cool stuff, and he had a exotic pet store at one time I helped him out with and everything. Um, just a really cool older guy, like in his 30s, early 30s and stuff, and hanging out with this young kid who was like, he's like, I'd be your big brother, and, he's like, just like Royal Rangers leader or whatever one time for a little while, not leader, but like assistant, and like he eventually just like, kind of stopped going to church, and we hung out there more, and but he was still talk about God here and there and stuff, but like, because like even when we were in the Royal Rangers and stuff, we'd go to his dad's house and watch UFC and stuff, but I mean, like I said, he was the first person to smoke weed with too. So mom ended up like not liking that after a while, but and he also would like always have like a mistress at one time or another, and like in the house with him with the kids and everything and stuff. It was pretty wild. It was different, definitely different. Um, Man, I could tell some wild stories. Um, First time I punched a girl was at his house. I fucking remember another time when like I had to actually like grab him and stop him from grabbing a gun and doing something crazy. Like it was crazy times, faux show. Um, Very interesting, a very big part of my developmental stage in my life when I started questioning things and trying to figure things out for myself and thinking things were true or not true and who's a hypocrite and this and that and da 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 and what qualities and traits do I like from certain men and other men I don't or do and you know what I mean like I like this about this guy but I don't like the fact he's a womanizer and I like this about my stepdad but I think this about him and or I like this about this guy but he's got no balls I like this guy but yeah he's a funny, great, cute gentleman, but he's a fucking lazy bum. You know what I mean? Like, there's all these different qualities and stuff that you see in all these different men and stuff. And I did the same thing with, like, trying to figure out what I believed in, when it came to, like, am I an atheist, nihilist, or am I agnostic? Do I believe in something? Do I believe in everything? Do I think it's all real? Da 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 da. Like, it's all relative. It's all acceptable. It's all this. It da da da. No, and it comes to the conclusion when you keep doing. If you genuinely try to do research and seek the truth and seek what is the creator, what is the creator, what is the beginning, who is God. You just keep seeking it. Keep honestly, earnestly seeking the truth. Not just claiming that you think you know it. Keep seeking it. Promise you, you'll find it, and when you find it, you will just be like, wow. I can learn more and keep learning. It just never ends. It's amazing. It's really incredible. Fun, healthy competition and rivalry isn't divisive and turning the country against each other over race and bullshit. Harold Ford. And it's like I think it's stupid and petty to have any sort of rivalry. And like no, he was actually I think talking about like footballs and I don't know that there is good, healthy rivalry. I mean, that's what creates a better you. That's what creates a better everything. It creates a better society. Like, if you just push through, push forward, I mean, and there's no resistance, how does it get stronger? Like, it just, is this what it is now? Are we learning? Like, you have to have an opposing force that's trying to push against the actual real progress. no matter how pretend or weak or stupid it is, because that's what's happening now. Like this is just destroyed, and the right is just destroying it, and this right has to become a new left and right to push ideas against each other. Um, but yeah, they're it's fun and healthy for I don't even know what the college teams hate other college teams. I really don't know. Texas U doesn't like whatever. I don't know. But it's healthy. It's fun. It gives them a reason to be like, oh, blah blah blah, and then like when they see each other in a bar later, be like, oh, you like that? Oh, I like that. Oh, wasn't that funny when like we beat you and you beat him and no, and we lost. But there's so many people that take all that heart to take it way too seriously, and they probably have money on those games and stuff, and they commit the violence, or they're just so caught up in like whatever weird tradition or ritual stuff that they're caught up in, or just nostalgia or um, 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 sentimentalism or whatever about it. It's just ridiculous. It's just stupid. I said Harold Ford because I heard him saying something stupid about like, oh, I think it's all petty and stupid. It's like, no, it's like you saying stupid shit right now. I need you to say stupid shit and pretend to try to come at me so I can show you that no, this is a better idea. You know what I mean? Jordan Peterson talks about it. It's a specifically known concept. I just can't think of the exact term of it right now. But he's a fun, interesting guy, and I like the fact I use him in like the aspect, with words and whatnot. Everyone just says like anymore. After fucking Clueless came out, and it was like, oh, everyone's like, don't use that language. You're not supposed to say like that. You're not supposed to say like that. And eventually, people just gave up trying to fucking correct people about it, and it was just like, like no one even questions it, and it's like I said, even like the greatest, like some of the most refined, considered some of the greatest, most intelligent minds of the day right now, like Jordan Peterson, even Tyler Fisher, like in his impersonations of Jordan Peterson, because Jordan Peterson totally does it, like. I hate not having my voice like this. Because I can sound more Kermit the Frog. See, anytime I try to do the high pitch, anything that I'd have to try to eh, restrict my throat in any way to try to increase the pitch, I can't do it. It's driving me insane. I can do deep stuff all day long right now, though. I can do my Dr. Claw. I can do, that little baby that do to it. Little baby king to it. My raised by daddy. Hey, hey, hey. How you doing there, buddy? What's the dealio, little man? Oh my goodness. I can't believe they called me over here to do this nonsense. But I can't do any.
I can do these ones. I can hit these notes that more nasally, and I can close up that back of my throat over here and no time.
But when it comes to
Trying to do the higher pitch one. Hey everybody, how's it going, everyone? I can do that.
but
Hey,
I can't. Oh, there you go. Ooh, it's really annoying. Like it's almost there, and it feels like every time I almost get it back there, I end up fucking losing it again. The next note's a big note, and it's more ranting. Anarchy, socialism, communism, fascism, racism, all childish nonsense. Build with what we have until we maximize energy and resource productions to the point no one struggles, hoards, or has wards over material things. We'll all have enough to go around. We can't achieve that type of society without this one. You can't have any sense of socialism until there is no purpose for monetary gain. Then it wouldn't be called socialism, it would be called something else. Class 1 civilization. I wish people weren't so dumb. Ignorance is bliss. Everybody's gotta have ignorant assholes to understand who the fuck are of sound mind, fucking reasonable, logical thinkers out there, I guess. It's a child's dream, though, where we live in now, man. I mean, a child's dream since, like, children dreaming in the fucking 30s and stuff with fucking Twilight Zone and comic books and talking about the future and the robots and this and that. It's like, we're here now. We're finally here now. I can actually possibly get to a point in my life where I can get a little patch of land and a little garden and a couple efficiency homes and just have a little robot out there in the farm with me that I can talk to and then ask it questions, and it gives me logical feedback and stuff, and I can be like, all right, now I need you to butcher this cattle with me, and I need you to, you know, farm and till this row with me. I need you to play, you know what I mean? It's perfect. Like, it's crazy. Like, we're there now. It's pretty neat. George Carlin, words matter. The Dr. Carlin story. Words matter. I mean, I'm very much part of my whole shtick and gimmick and character is like I just getting and understanding the meaning of words and using them correctly. I know there's slang and different terms that we use them for different reasons, and they have different meanings and stuff. But like, it's like we got to break things down and get them all on the same page, so we all are understanding when we're using certain context and certain intention with certain intentions. Know what and when the meanings are and the intentions are of those words and the effect of them. You know what I mean? I can't help but keep trying to drive this into people's heads. It's not the words themselves. It's the intentions of the use of the words. I don't know why people can't understand that. But, ooh, it's hate, so you're a bigot, and you're not. Shut up, you fucking idiots. I got like 2 minutes. George Carlin doctor story. I broke my growth plate in my ankle, on my right leg, when I was in 7th grade. And I went, I think it was Atlantic General, and his mom was working there at the time, and it was Dr. Carlin, and I was like Carlin, like George Carlin, you think that's, like, is he related to? Blah, blah, blah. And Mom was like, well, you can ask. And I was like, she's like, I don't know, why don't you ask him? And I asked, are you related to George Carlin? And he gives me this look, like rolls his eyes, like he just, like, and says, he's my father's brother. And the way he said it in such a dismissive, oh my God, way, you know what I mean? He didn't say my uncle. You know what I mean? He said my dad's brother. Like, I mean, I guess he was very much like, I guess, the black sheep of the family, as it were, kind of thing, or whatever. But yeah, that was interesting. But he misdiagnosed me too, by the way. He sent me home with my mom saying, oh, nothing's broken. We looked at the x-rays, try to get him, you know, put some weight on it, walk around every time, you know, if you get a chance, every once in a while. I went home. I'm falling down. I can't, the slightest bit of pressure, I just fall right down. I did it in football practice. Any sort of pressure, I just immediately fall around. Mom's laughing and this and that and everything. I'm like, this isn't funny. She's like, all right, never mind. You know, like, if you can't, you can't. I was like, and then next morning, I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to do this. Everybody's saying try to do this. And I was like, I didn't fall as soon as I put the slightest bit of pressure on it. And we get a phone call from the hospital, and it's a different doctor. And another radiologist looked at the X-ray and instead of that doctor and said, "Get that boy off of that foot. He broke the growth plate in his ankle." Yeah, for the longest time, this leg was like that. You know, it was like slightly longer than the other leg. But Jesus fixed that stuff, man. And then it didn't have nobody like doing the trick fancy like leg moving fucking trick on me either. Like I just believed it and it happened and God said, "I've given you the foundation. Now you have to do the rest of the work." Thank you for your time and patience with me. God bless. Till next time.